Okay, so my stream crashed. So during the 3 minutes I was offline, I was talking about, or I was basically implementing preparing the function for the round card press. Let me just try one more thing, because I thought that private method might be the issue here, but it might not, and I would like to use private method if possible. So let me check now. Okay, yeah, so it works also with private method. So yeah, so now we need to basically filter out events we are not interested in, and for that we need to check the input event, which will tell us the information about what actually is going on. So let me check which one we are actually interested in. If the input is pressed, not relevant for events, event mouse motion. I think we can cast the input event to some more specific input events. And let me actually check the documentation real quick, so we can have a look. Inputs. So this is the global input. Anywhere on the screen. We don't want that for now. We want the signals. But let me check. Input event and unhandled input. Okay. Okay, so these are the types of input events. So we have an input event key, mouse button, event action. So we are actually interested in this one. So we need to check if input event our input event is input event mouse button, and only in such case we are basically triggering this action here. So let me go back to the game and let's test it out. Book. So as you can see, you might wonder, when I click the code, it's calling this the two times. Basically, one is for pressing and second one is for releasing. So we will also need to filter out this one. Is action released, and basically are only input event mouse button pressed. Okay, so this is what I'm interested in. Actually, not pressed, I mean the actually I think pressed. So we only react if it's not pressed, if it's already released. Okay, let's see it now in action, if it does what we want it to do. Okay, so as you can see here, it's only triggering once when I release. You can see it here. Okay, great. So we have this, and we actually want to react based on that. So, so basically, if whenever we press the round card or we click on it, we want to move the camera to the view. So we can see the round cut better. And now I'm actually thinking about how to do it, if we want to extract it to some camera manager, or I want to do it directly in here, and I actually want to do it in the manager. So let me add another class which will be called camera manager. This will be node without namespace. And it will have some public methods. One of those will be show or view or focus round card. That's it. So we will have some I guess constants for the vector which will be used for the round card. Okay, so as I was saying before my stream went offline, the camera manager will handle the zooming or to viewing the cameras. So yeah, we need to set up our camera position, and we need to actually figure out what it's going to be. And let me check it. So basically it should be local remote. Let's do it here because we won't change the actual placement of the camera in the scene. Select node to edit its signals and groups. Nope, this one. Okay, and let me move the... So basically this will be... Z will be 0. Y will be 0. This might be minus... Yep. Maybe Z will be a little bit less, like -1. Did I move anything? -2. Oh, I'm moving the rotation. Oh, I wanted to move this. -1. No, I mean 1. Yeah, so we want to see all the cards, and we want to see our cards as well here. So we need to also we need to figure out how to do that. Y-axis should be a little bit closer. And in such case, we will need to move it a bit up. 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. So we can see also the card of our opponent. 0.6. Okay, that should be enough. You should still see your cards here. Ah, yeah, we can move it even closer here. maybe 0.5 is not like... So if it's in the middle, I should still be able to see my cards properly. But I wonder if it's still not too small, like maybe we should go closer. Something like that. Okay, so we can see this card. We don't see this card actually, but we could move it a little bit closer, that's not a problem. And now we didn't play the game. So minus 0.1. We actually don't need to see the bottom of the cards. The important part is the symbols, so we can match them. Okay, so this should be okay. Maybe we can move... okay, so it's 3 on Y and minus 1, minus 0, 1 on 0, 3 and minus 9.1. And we also need to check rotation. Camera rotation. Which will... Okay, my OBS is not having a good day today. For some reason it's crashing. How can I improve that? Maybe... I'm not sure if it's crashing when I run the game. I think it's got something to do with that. But anyways, let's go here. Now we want to... I actually wanted to move the... I wanted to move the front table, I mean play card, a little bit down. So it should be... the Z-axis should be minus 5.6, I guess. Okay, and that's it actually. So we can try to move the camera right now. And to do that, we will also need a reference to our camera. So camera. Let's initialize it in a ready action, ready function. So camera will be get node camera, and it's on the path root game camera. Okay. Let's actually twin it. So utils get twin for our camera, and we will use the... Actually, one more thing I need to do. I need to store the alt values for the camera placement. Yes. Or maybe I will need to actually store the initial values here, because it may happen that we will do interaction in between the animation and your position will not be correctly saved, because it will be in between, and when you return to the original original position, it will not be original position. So let's call it origin, camera, position, and actually we will initialize it on the first round, so we don't have multiple places. I mean, like this one, private vector, origin rotation, and we will set these values from the ready method. So camera, should be position, right? Project position. That is the 3D possible maps given to. It's not this one. Wait. Let me check the different project where I am handling something like that. This one. Just a little bit. Okay. I have a camera manager here as well. I should have it. I say managers. What don't I? Man, let me check here. Oh, yeah. So I'm using 2D camera here, so maybe a little bit different. I'm not sure if this will be exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, so as you can see, the camera 2D has the position set, and actually, if I'm not mistaken, I need to actually cast it to camera 3D, right? But what's the type of this? I mean, camera get type. Okay, let me check. Yeah, I don't have it initialized. Yeah, man. I need to do it in project settings, editor settings. I need to basically auto-load it so it's like singleton in the project, and it should be here. Scripts, manager, camera manager. Okay, and let's move this one to the top, so it's initialized as first. Wait, I messed up with the order. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, close. And now it should be initialized. It should be, but I'm not sure where this one is. One more time. Me. It's not initialized for some reason, but it should be in the tree, right? No, we don't have it here. Didn't I save it? Let me check again. Oh yeah, I didn't actually add it. What did I move then? I moved the card manager, I missed. Okay, so this should go up. One more time. Let's find it now. Okay, so it is only camera, it's not camera 2D. What does it mean? Can I like move the position, or can I just move the transformation? Oh, is it the translation? Oh, of course it is. I'm stupid. Okay, so the position is called translation in here. So one more time. Origin position will be actually camera translation, and origin rotation will be camera rotation. Okay, and for this one we will move interpolate property, and I believe this one is not called the translation, it's called the position, but I might be mistaken. We can try it for both of them. Object should be the camera position, then initial value will be the original position, I mean the current position, the translation, and our desired will be the round camera position, and duration should be, maybe we can do it like 1 second for now so we can see the translation. And we also need to do it same for the rotation. So let's move the rotation. And let's start the twin. Okay. And what we can actually do is stop all before. Thank you. That's very kind of you. That's very, very sweet. Yeah, actually this game is already up and running on the Steam. I'm just making the Famousity. You can check it out here. So it's already on a Steam, the desktop version of it, made in Unity. I'm currently working on the mobile version, which should be free. And it will be in a Godot. So if you are interested, you can check it out. Okay, so let's try our transformation. Book. Okay, something happened, but nothing happened because we didn't actually call the method there, right? Let's go to game manager. And let's make camera manager. Manager. Yes, that's it. And that's not it. We need to do it here. So camera manager and zoom in round card. I'm just trying to figure out the better naming for this zoom tool. Look at, yeah, look at, yeah, I actually like it. Thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. What I wanted to, yeah, look at. And let's try it now. Nice. So what actually happened here? Let's see where the camera is actually in the view. Can we check it in here? So camera moved from to here. It didn't actually move. Or did it? Let me check the remote. Camera manager, game camera. No, it actually didn't move. It moved the rotation. So maybe that's what we have experienced there. And I think that the problem might be the position here. I'm not sure. I thought it should be called translation. It should be called position, but maybe it's not on the camera. Let's try this. But we have some issue with the camera rotation as well, so we need to figure out that. Yeah, so translation is correct, I guess, and we have some wanky funky rotation there. Book. Yeah, so position is okay, and we need to figure out why the rotation is not correctly set. Let me check. So this rotation is what, in the degrees or in the radians? Rotation degrees. Okay, so this one is in the degrees. So this is what we want, and I'm not sure if we can actually set it. Maybe this. Let me check. Yes, that's it. And one more thing here, the degrees we need to be put also here. Perfect. So let me check again. Book. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay. Another thing we need to change here is that. Okay, so basically I can do it like. Maybe we click on it again. No, I will have some buttons to return on to your original position, but it's gonna be done later. What I want to do now is basically when you have a look at the game, you see your cards in here, and that's because they are in front of your camera, but they are not bound to the camera. So basically when I switch camera view, they are gone because they stay at the same position. So what I want to do here is to move this hand to the camera, under the camera, so it's moving with it as well. But there is a little issue because this hand is actually inside of a player node, which is basically hand, table and play card. And we want to only move this hand, not a table and play card. So now how to solve this one so it's not like confusing. So as you can see here, we have other players and they will have a static position of this hand card. I'm thinking about making a trick like you have the two cameras. One is focusing on your hand, and the second is one is focusing on the environment, on the table, and stuff around you. This should work, but I'm not sure if this is the best approach. Well, maybe it is. It actually might be. So basically, this camera here wouldn't see those cards here. They would have some... I'm not sure if this is actually possible, so let me check visibility. So first of all, we need to check if the camera has some properties to make the the layers. This is what I'm looking for. So if I say that I don't want to see this layer here, and if I set this local hand to this layer somehow, matrix transform, I cannot set it here. It should be under the visibility. Maybe it's not that simple. Okay, so let me check. Godot camera, cool, layers. Up to make a viewport. Yeah, I think it's only possible for the... I don't think it's flickering without viewports. Maybe I need to use the viewports here. But that would... that's not so simple to do here, I believe. Okay, so basically this one doesn't have a viewport set. It's like the global viewport of the arrow scene, if I'm not mistaken. Nope. Okay, I'm a little bit stuck here. So the other solution would be to move this hand, or maybe not to handle this hand from this player. But yeah, if I have a look at this player here, I mean the player node, the local player, we have a special class for that. So maybe, yeah, I was already thinking about that we will probably need to differentiate between the local player and the remote player, and for that we actually can do this. So wait, so local player should have the local player script, yeah. Okay, so yes, I think I will do this. So we will move, can we move this from here to here? It's not possible, it's part of the node. So that's not a problem, I will just use the copy, reparent a new node. Can I do this? Oh, it will just do reparenting. Reparent can operate on nodes from foreign secret. Yeah, so I cannot do this for this. This is different scene. So I actually want to just copy or duplicate it. Okay, I cannot do this as well. Can I do it from here? I cannot duplicate it. You know what? What's different here? It's just the... Yeah, let me just do this. A child node, it's gonna be spatial, and this will be called player hand, or maybe local player hand, and this will have the script card container, and this will be yeah, this is set to spread. So the only thing we need to do here is to implement or override the get hand. And I cannot override it because it's not set to be overridden. Can I set it to virtual? Okay. Get hand. And we will not return the... We will return the camera view. Camera hand. So... private. Let me just copy this. And... ready. And equals get node. Node, this will be card container. And the root will be, the path will be a root, game, camera, and local player hand. Okay, as for the position, we need to actually copy this global position somehow from here. Is it even possible to copy global position? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, so we'll need to... Where is it now in the view? It's in the... It should be in the middle, right? Oh, it's in on the camera. So we actually want to just move it. Like this, and we also will need to rotate it. What's the camera rotation here? Minus 50. Minus 50. Okay, just return here and we'll do it online. I mean the live. So now, yeah, so this is the hand right now, and if we move a camera, it will stay still on the same position. So this is what we want. Let me just adjust the position of this local player hand so it's on the correct place. So the rotation will not be, rotation will be 0. Y will be minus 2. Well, we need to make it closer. Is it too close? Minus 2.5. Minus 1. That looks okay. Maybe a little bit closer. Is it small? On a mobile phone? I guess, like, if you have half of the screen for the card, it's visible. But we still have some space here, so we can make it bigger. So let's move it closer. Closer, I mean mine like this, yep, and a little bit more up. Okay, that seems correct. Cool. So now if we move to here, we won't see the whole card in the middle card, but I don't think that's an issue. I guess it might be a little bit smaller, but I think this is... yeah, you don't see the card. Maybe it's... is it important to see the whole thing? Well, probably not. So you can see what your opponents have added as a cards here, and you can play based on that. Okay, I actually don't like it's not visible. We can make it smaller. We can make it a bit smaller, right? So let's move it to the back, and let's move it a little bit to the down. Too much, -1. It's still like not the whole a card, but it's better. So you can see the faces at least. We could play with it later. It's not like something too critical for now, but this is more critical right now. So let me adjust the front player table. I mean play card, and we are adjusting Z-axis, and we want to make it a little bit closer. So 5.4 will be too close, I guess. We will see. Yeah, so now I'm basically waiting until my turn will end. But even that is not like the best one. Yeah, but next round will be for adjustments. Oh, I moved it actually to the back, so it should be 1.5 like this. Oh, dude, he didn't play card now. Ah, man. Boop. What am I doing? I didn't save it? Right, now is the time, now is the time, now is the time. We have a window here. Window of opportunity. So we need to move it. We're closer or further. 5.4 minus 5.7. Yeah, we had 5.6 before, right? 5.8 and 5 point, or maybe even 6. That's too much. So minus 5.95. Okay. Yes, and we may also move these cards closer, but that's not relevant for now. Okay. So now I might also move this card a little bit to the bottom, minus 0.95 minus 1.05. Yep. Okay. We are getting there, we are getting there. Okay, so another thing I would like to do is to be able to play one of my cards. So the way how I want to do it is for now I just want to click on the card and it will place it. It will place it on the table. So for that we will need to add similar area to our card actually. So let's go to the card scene. Let's add an area here. Input. Let's call it area, doesn't matter. And let's add a collision shape, and we want to shape this collision shape to the shape of the card, and we can use a box shape for that. So, oops. So is this blue thing, right? And I want to move this blue thing. Okay, so as for the z-axis, I don't need to actually change it. I need to change this one to the height of the card. Maybe a little bit bigger, and this one to the width of the card. Okay. Then we can make it a little bit thinner. Okay, dokie. Okay, perfect. Okay, what now? Where do we want to actually connect to this signal? It actually should be in the player, in the local player, because only local player should be able to interact with the cards. But even that's not even true, because we want to interact with also the opponent's cards. So we will need to also figure out when we are allowed to actually do the interaction, when not. But for now we will do it on every card, and for that we actually will need to have another property here, like where is this card placed, the type of the container. And if I'm not mistaken, I should have similar to this in the Unity project. I think I have the same principle applied there. So if I go to card, it should have some placement. Yep, that's it, that's the one. So let me copy this. Let me wait until it's open. Okay, let's go there. Placement, great. So as you can see, this is all the possible placements of the cards in the game. So let's move to our code, and let's use it not here, but let's make it okay. And we will have something like, actually we can do it a similar way. Public placement card placement get, and we will have public set. I'm not sure how I do it on the in the Unity side of things. How do I set this placement? Yes, and how do I do it? Let's go to card manager. Is clapping, okay, local player hand. Where are we using this? Yeah, I'm looking for the place where we are setting this value to local card. This only checks the local card placement. Okay. Placement, and this is placement, which is basically, yeah. So I have a special class only for the placement, and okay, so we don't need to copy it exactly like that, because we basically can do something like this here. So we will have a placement. Let's call it the card placement. I like it more, so it's clear what the placement is all about. Yes. And let's call this one a card placement, and this will be card placement none as a default, and we will set it for each container, so we will know what the placement of the card is. And when we add the card, we need to set the placement for the cards based on the card placement here. I can actually call this one placement, so it's clear that's it's on the card. Is that it? Let's move it here, or maybe let's move it here. Okay. Okay, and for our card, so now I'm thinking about no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking if the card container should take care of the interaction, or who should be able to do this. Or maybe it should be actually card manager. Yeah, so we will register every single card here. Card. I'm a little bit worried here, but we won't be able to have. Will we have? Wait. So if I do this, card node, connect, input. Actually, it's not on the card node, is it? It's on the area of card node. So let me do it this way.
take me with you. We soar to infinity. We're going at the speed of light. Bring me higher. You lift my feet up from the ground. I wish upon the shooting star that you make me lighter. And now you hit my heart with the speed of light.
Okay. So it happened the second time, and I didn't actually learn from the first time it happened. Yeah, so I just figured out my mic was off again. This stuff happens. So yeah, as I was saying, we need to figure out why the interaction is not working with the different view. So that is to be done, and we need to actually add the different the big button to return to original position. And that's actually it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you could learn something today, even without a mic for the last couple of minutes. It was more than a couple, I know, but maybe you could see the code, you could see the game, and you could see the Godot, and you could figure out what's going on there. I think it's okay. So thanks again, and I will be back on Monday probably. Same time, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. CET. Bye. Take care, guys. Bye bye.